Pranam, it is rightly said that your firmness towards anything good you have adopted is not a firmness if it is shakeable or breakable. If right now you're in a state to give up on whatever little good you have adopted, then this true story presented by Innervoicepaathshala is definitely dedicated to you all. Hundreds of years ago, there lived a wealthy merchant in a town. The town was picture perfect. It had a river flowing nearby, and on the other side of the riverbank, there were lofty mountains. Bhimaji loved to go for walks to see the sunset. Often, he would sit on the riverbank and think about his life and what he was doing. One day, he thought he should go and ask the learned people about how one should ideally live a life. So next day morning, he goes to meet his guru, a learned Jain Acharya Bhagwan, in the Upashraya. There, he did Guru Vandan and then sat near the feet of his guru. He was clear with the fact that right advice from a right guru can make his future bright. Now, Guru suddenly realized that something was nibbling away Bhimaji's mind. So he asked Bhimaji, "Bhimaji, what is troubling you?" Bhimaji opened his heart in front of his guru. "Gurudev, since yesterday, I'm thinking of how one should ideally live life." Acharya said, "Our Tirthankars have shown us the way. We should follow the 5 Mahavrats: Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya and Aparigraha. Even if you cannot take Diksha, then at least try to follow these 5 Mahavrats as much as you can in your life." Bhimaji pondered over what Guru Maharaj said, and then he said, "Gurudev, I'm a merchant and I need to hide facts and lie at times to get more money. So being honest and truthful at times is a great challenge. But what is life worth if I cannot overcome challenges? Hence, please give me the vow to be honest always." Guru Maharaj was astonished that Bhimaji was ready to accept such a huge task on his own. And at the same time, he was happy that Bhimaji was ready to walk on the right path of liberation. So he gave the vow. Bhimaji, after seeking the blessings from his Gurudev, left the Upashraya, a changed man. Now, days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Bhimaji stuck his vow of being honest. Sometimes he suffered losses, sometimes less profit. Yet, he did not break his vow. Soon, he came to be known as an honest man to all, and all started respecting him and preferred him as their business partner, as they were sure he would not lie. Somehow, his vow seemed to make him richer. One fine morning, he was walking down the riverbank. Suddenly, a man jumped in front of him and caught him with a sharp knife in his hand and asked in a heavy voice, "Are you Bhimaji Sanghpati?" Bhimaji realized that he wanted to harm him, but did not know him by face. If he lied, he may even let him free. Yet, Bhimaji chose to be honest and nodded his head. The Daku then pushed him behind a tree. Bhimaji saw another man in the boat coming towards them. Both rogues tied Bhimaji's hands and legs, threw a jute sack over Bhimaji's head, and they pushed him in the boat. He could not see clearly where he was being taken, but assumed that he was taken to the other side of the river, towards the lofty mountains. After some time, he was pushed out of the boat. They made him climb up and take a turn after another, and soon he lost track of time. He was sure if they leave him free, he would never find his way back home. Soon, surrounding noises reduced. Bhimaji's sack was opened. He turned and looked at the captives. They both were very happy to kidnap Bhimaji. Their leader started to talk. "I have kidnapped you, and I wish you no harm. I just want your money. If your son gives your wealth, we will let you go free. Do not try to run or outsmart us. If you do so, it will be at the risk and safety of you and your family." Bhimaji felt a little safe as he imagined scenes about being tied and merciless killing. And he knew his son would surely give ransom money demanded and free him. Immediately, a happy picture of Bhimaji with family at his home came in his mind and brought a small smile on his face. But it did not last long. When the Daku's voice broke through a vision, "How much money do you own?" Bhimji could not lie, so he truthfully said the whole amount. I owe 5,000 gold coins. On hearing this, the Daku excitedly said, I did not know we have caught such a big fish. Wow! If we get the money, we will never have to do such dirty and risky job again. The Daku called his men and asked him to go to Bhimji's house. Next day morning, the Daku reached Bhimji's house and made sure that there was no security around. And when Bhimji's son came in, he whispered threateningly, I have news about your father, so keep your mouth shut if you want to know how and where he is. Bhimji's son showed a thumbs up to acknowledge the order. He further said, Your father is safe with us for the moment. Give us 5,000 gold coins you have and take your father instead. Till tomorrow night, keep the coins ready. Leave the sack behind the big pupil tree and go away. If we find any smartness, then first your father, then your family will die in a painful death. And left. As soon as he was alone, he was feeling a whirlpool of emotions. He was happy for his father for being safe, but feeling gloomy to lose all the money they have tomorrow. Greed is a monster that can gobble up even love for our dear ones. Greed has a sidekick called trickery. She entered Bhimji's son's greedy mind. He got up immediately and went to the goldsmith's house to order 5,000 fake gold coins, made of lead and wrapped with gold to make it look real. Next day, he followed the instructions given by the robbers. Now, the Daku and his men found the bag and carried it to their hiding place, where they were counting the coins. One of them commented, We are lucky to get these gold coins so easily by the boy. The boy must be loving his father so much. But what if the boy cheated us by giving us fake gold coins? A bulb lit in the Daku's head. In his life, he had not met a more honest man than Bhimaji Sanghpati. So he said, if Bhimaji Sanghpati said that these gold coins are real, then his words are like litmus paper. So he took the bag of gold coins and put it in front of Bhimaji Sanghpati and said sternly, Are these gold coins real? Bhimji got on knees and put up one gold coin and observed minutely. He tried to gauge its weight on his palm and quickly looked at them and made another pile. Finally, he uttered his verdict in dejected but firm voice. Unfortunately, my son has cheated you. None of these gold coins are real. Only the top layer is gold-plated and inside there is lead. You can do whatever you wish to do with me and fulfill your threat. But I request you not to harm my other family members. But if you do, I'll understand. I forgive you for whatever harm you do to me. Saying this, he sat down and quickly prayed to the Tirthankar Bhagwan and to his Guru Maharaj and asked for forgiveness from all the souls in the world. Within few seconds, he felt the Daku's hand on him and he felt that his death had come. He opened his eyes enchanting Navkar mantra and he was astonished to see the Daku falling in his feet and tears rolling down his eyes and asking for forgiveness. He even praised him by saying, You're a great man. You kept your vow of honesty even at the cost of your life. I would have believed you if you would have told me these coins were real. You knew, but still you didn't choose to lie. I can't harm such a great person like you. I release you and promise you no harm to you or your family. Please forgive me. The vow of honesty had protected Bhimji and left a deep impact on the Daku. So friends, in today's world where people are at the verge of compromising, sacrificing or giving up on whatever little good they have adopted because of the pressures of life, that time remember Bhimaji Sanghpati and always engrave this in your heart, that never burden yourself by the pressures of life. Instead, show courage, believe and be honest, because the firmness of the vow taken and the purity to fulfill it at any cost can create wonders in your life. That is why Innervoicepaathshala always tells you to aspire yourself correctly and inspire the world.